Do you ever find yourself getting really angry or really upset about something and not actually understanding the reason why? This could be because your core beliefs are being triggered. What are these? These are things that we develop. It's our view of ourselves, it's our view of the world, and we accumulate them based on something that's happened in our history at some point. It could be as, long ago as childhood. You might not have even realized that it's happened to you in your conscious mind. Or it could be as recently as like a month ago, someone making a comment at your job or at your school, right? So by understanding our core beliefs, what they are, we can try understand why we react in some ways, why we get really angry or really upset, and try to help this, because we don't want to feel angry, we don't want to feel upset if there's, sometimes no need to. So today we're going to be looking at the cognitive cycle and how our thoughts, behaviors, feelings are all linked, and what you can do to try change this in your life. So first, let's take a look at what kind of irrational thoughts you might be having that cause you to feel angry and upset. This could be that you're catastrophizing things, which means that you're saying, oh, this is awful, it's never gonna work, making things seem as if they're the end of the world and not being able to see it in any other way. Or you might have magical thinking, which means that you think, oh, I'm a great person, why? I do only good, why does bad stuff happen to me? I just don't understand. There's many more different types of irrational thinking, such as emotional reasoning, magnification, but I'm not gonna go over all of them today. This is just to give you a flavor, as you probably know what is making you upset or angry. So let's get on to the core belief. How can we actually figure out what our own core belief is? Because this isn't easy, right? This might be something that's digged up from us from about 20 years ago. So to make this a little bit easier, let's give an example. Let's say that I'm someone that, really, when my friends don't reply for a few hours, I feel upset. I feel like my friends don't like me or they don't value me. So let's try to figure out the core belief underpinning this person's, why they're feeling this way. I think the best way to do this is to think of the feeling that you're having. So in this case, this person is thinking, oh, my friends don't like me, they don't value me. And ask yourself, if this thought is true, what does that mean? This means that there's something wrong with me, that, I'll never be as good as them or fit in with them. If it's true, it means that I suck, that I'm the worst out of all of them. If it's true, it means that I'm worthless. Right? So as you go down this spiraling, thought pattern, you eventually get to almost the truth, the underpinning thing feeling this way. And in this case, the person feels worthless. This is something that they must have been made to feel, when they were much younger or when they were older. But it's now a feeling that they're carrying with them into the present moment and exhibiting in situations that don't call for it, which is why it's not good. So now that we've figured out the core belief that I'm worthless, we have to now tackle it. And how we're going to do this is by looking at the cycle. So when we have a triggering event, we then have our thoughts in response to it. Then we have our, emotional response, and then we have our behaviors. So if we create a little cycle out of this, what we're trying to do when we figure out our core belief is trying to cut this cycle. Because right now, what's happening is the friends are not replying. That is the triggering event. The negative thoughts are, they don't like me, they don't value me. The emotional response, heartbroken, right? And then the physical symptoms, maybe crying, maybe feeling tense, maybe feeling anxious. So we've got to cut the cord at some point. Once we figured out our core belief, the thing that happens is that this now gets put into our conscious mind, right? Before it was unconscious, we didn't understand why, we felt this way. So now that we know, next time that this triggering event happens to us, so the friends don't reply, we can then see, oh, I can see why I'm thinking this way. I can see where these negative thoughts are coming. It's from my core belief. It's not necessarily because my friends don't actually like me. And there is where you can come up with some sentences, come up with some lines to tell yourself that how they respond to me is no indication of their friendship with me. I'm worthy besides, these friendships that I have with these people. And when you can, talk to yourself in this way, you elicit a different emotional response, you elicit a different physical response, which will be better. And this obviously takes a while. This is not easy, but the first step, I think, is understanding that core belief, because you can almost see things clearer, which I think is the most important thing, right? We don't want to be blindsided and not understand our emotions, because that sucks. I hope this helped. I find this really helpful in my own life. So if you have any questions, please comment. This is just my knowledge and my experience of it. But yeah, thank you guys.